How on earth did Mat Armstrong get a Bugatti Veyron? So you've probably all seen Mat Armstrong's crazy car builds by now. He's obviously building his Veyron right now, he's been helping with the Bugatti Chiron, and he's done the likes of a Lamborghini Murcielago, an SVJ, a Ferrari 812, 458, and so much more. But it hasn't always been like this. Only about 5 or 6 years ago, Mat Armstrong was sitting on his driveway with a crash-damaged Audi TT, and that was the only car he was building. So how's he got to this point? Well, first up, he did kind of start from nothing. He didn't have family help or anything like that. He started off making his money working in an Indian takeaway called Spice 45, and then supplemented that income by working for a local car garage, doing some of their social media work. So he'd be working 9 to 5 at this garage and then 6 till 10 at this Indian takeaway. And that was pretty much every day of the week, I believe. And after years of grinding, him and his girlfriend managed to buy their first house whenever he was just 21 years old. And they basically got themselves into property developing. They bought the property with a 10 grand deposit, put 5 grand into the property, and then I believe the property went from being worth 100 grand to being worth 140 grand. And then what they do is they'd remortgage the houses, take the equity out of them, then rent them out while paying off their mortgage, and then they could use that equity and roll it into another investment property. Pretty clever. Now, Mat Armstrong had always loved creating videos. He'd done a bunch of BMX videos back in the day whenever he was sort of a sponsored BMX athlete. However, this didn't make him much money. But even then, he enjoyed it so much and he decided to film the process whenever he was fixing his girlfriend's crashed Audi TT that he bought from the insurance company, I think for 600 quid. That went pretty well, and then he decided to buy a sort of damaged rundown Audi S5, and he started making enough money where he didn't have to work 2 jobs, didn't have to work for the Indian anymore. Then something happened in 2020 that we all know about. He was furloughed, and then whenever he came back, he realized he didn't really need the job. He was going to go full send with YouTube, and instead of using the money they'd saved up for a house deposit for a house, they used it for a crash damaged Bentley Continental GT, which he fixed, and this I think was the moment where his life really started to change. He then went to Monaco in the car and quickly started buying lots of crazy cars like an Audi R8, a Maserati Gran Turismo, an A45 AMG. He was going full-time, full send into YouTube, taking massive risks. His girlfriend as well left her job to join and support the YouTube channel, and they took another risk and sold their current house to buy a new house that would facilitate the YouTube channel and also a workshop as well. And this is where you really see the long-term vision of what Matt and his girlfriend had been setting out to do. At this stage, they had multiple streams of income because they'd also started working with a competition company whenever he had finished some of these builds, adding to the streams of income. So he had income from the competition companies, YouTube ad revenue, YouTube product placements, and then also passive income coming through from some of the houses he developed. And since then, you've really seen him sort of evaluating where he's at every single stage and taking even bigger risks. He took a massive risk with the Lamborghini Murcielago build that he did, which is still my absolute favorite one. And instead of going for the slightly cleaner car that I think was only like 10 grand more, he went for the car that had a completely mismatched gearbox and loads of pieces that were in various sheds across the English countryside. And then he went out to America to start working on a 911 GT3 out there, even though he didn't really know anyone at the time. And now, of course, he has actually bought property out in America, taking another huge risk with that. However, that is very clever because, of course, YouTube AdSense in America is generally incredibly strong and much stronger than the UK. And I think this is one of the reasons why you've seen Mat Armstrong break into the absolute top level of automotive YouTubers that generally isn't reserved for the UK because the consumer base isn't as big and you don't generally get as much revenue there. And along the way, he's continued his formula of rebuilding crash damaged exotics, but he's gone almost crazier every single time. He's been collaborating with people, and of course recently collaborated with Alex G on that Bugatti Chiron Pure Sport. That is the full story of how Mat Armstrong has ended up affording a Bugatti Veyron. A lot of risk, a lot of patience. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more videos on automotive YouTubers just like Mat Armstrong, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.